Transfer push and financial pressure at Barcelona. Barcelona are working hard to bring João Cancelo back to fulfill HANSI FLICK's tactical wish, but it won't be easy. La Liga President Javier Tebas has just dropped a major update on Barca's financial situation, and it's not good news. They're not within the 1:1 rule, he says, which could affect future signings. Stick around as we break down what this means for Cancelo, Flick, and the club's summer plans. FC Barcelona are looking to significantly strengthen their team ahead of the next season, and have already made significant progress in this pursuit by signing the goalkeeper João Garcia, while also being close to completing the signings of the forward Rooney Bargi and Nico Williams. With these signings, the Catalans will meet all of their priority targets for this summer transfer window, but there will still be some areas left in the team that can do with new additions. One such area is that of the fullbacks. Barcelona want João Cancelo to fulfill Flick's wish. HANSI FLICK wants a new player for the flanks, and according to Fischages, Barcelona have already identified their priority option for this purpose. This option is none other than the Portuguese fullback João Cancelo, who perfectly fits the criteria of reliability and versatility set by the German coach. João Cancelo already spent a season on loan with Barcelona and made a strong impact both on and off the pitch. HANSI FLICK appreciates what he brings to the team and wants him back, while Cancelo himself is open to returning. That mutual interest could give Barcelona an edge in negotiations with his current club, Al-Hilal. Barcelona looking to make a significant offer. Although there is no offer made for the defender yet, Barcelona are thinking of putting in an offer of 15 million euros. However, whether this offer materializes will depend on the departures that take place from the Blaugrana team and the budget they will have available after Nico's signing. Meanwhile, Deco and his team is also keeping an eye on some other interesting options, including Van der Sar and Marc Pubil. However, neither of these players will provide the immediate impact that Cancelo can offer, which makes the Portuguese the most desired option for Flick. For now, it remains to be seen how this operation develops. However, there is no doubt that João Cancelo will be quite an interesting addition to the Barcelona team, as he will provide good cover for Alejandro Balde and Jules Kounde on the flanks. La Liga President Javier Tebas has confirmed that Barcelona still doesn't meet the financial conditions required to operate under the 1:1 spending rule. La Liga President Javier Tebas has late this week provided an update on the current monetary situation at Barcelona. This of course comes as the Blaugrana continue to dominate the transfer headlines across all of Spain. With the signing of Espanyol star João Garcia already secured, Deco and company have now switched full focus to landing athletic club wide man Nico Williams. To make the deal happen, Barcelona will have to trigger the 22-year-old's release clause, which stands at €58 million plus CPI. But that will only be possible if the club is in a solid financial position, something they've struggled with in recent years due to ongoing challenges in the Camp Nou boardroom. Speaking during an appearance in front of the media on Friday, it therefore came as little surprise when the subject of as much was put to the aforementioned Javier Tebas. And the La Liga president's response proved an altogether noteworthy one in confirming, Barcelona are not within the 1:1 rule, and I hope they achieve it as soon as possible. They already know what they need to do. Barcelona may want to back HANSI FLICK with the signings he needs, especially João Cancelo, but La Liga's financial warning is a harsh reality check. As long as the 1:1 rule isn't met, the club's flexibility in the transfer market remains limited. Will Deco find a solution in time? Or will this be another frustrating summer for the fans? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more Barca updates. Big transfer twist at Barcelona. Barcelona have secured a game-changing signing who could be crucial in protecting and guiding Lamine Yamal's meteoric rise. Meanwhile, Liverpool have just received bad news, as a top transfer target shared between Barcelona, PSG and Real Madrid has made his preference clear. And it's not Anfield. Stay tuned as we break down the shocking developments shaking up the summer window. After a quick round of negotiations, Barcelona have signed Rooney Bargi from Copenhagen for approximately €2 million, plus add-ons. Rooney, remember the name? Is a 19-year-old Swedish winger with a bag of tricks up his sleeve and a game-winning Champions League goal against Man United under his belt. And while he arrives at Barcelona to little fanfare, being massively overshadowed by the club's pursuit of Nico Williams, he could have just as big a role as the Basque winger in helping to save Lamine Yamal. Sort of. While Nico Williams could easily be slotted into a three-man rotation alongside Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, there's a strong chance that HANSI FLICK will look for a way to get all three on the pitch at the same time. That could spell trouble for Yamal's rest schedule, something Barcelona fans were hoping would be improved this season. The issue? Both Nico and Rafinha are more comfortable on the left wing, meaning if there's any rotation at all, it's more likely to be between those two, leaving Yamal as the constant presence on the right. And that's a concern because Yamal is already being overworked. Last season he logged a massive 4,553 minutes for Barcelona, ranking third in the squad, only behind Pedri 4,646, and Rafinha 4,661. That's not even counting his national team duties, 606 minutes for Spain during the season, plus another 508 minutes at Euro 2024 before it even started. All told, Lamine Yamal is clearing 5,000 minutes for club and country. That is quite simply too much football for him to be playing. While Pedri and Rafinha have more, Pedri will naturally have more chances to rest and rotate due to the increasing options to play his position available for Barcelona: Frenkie de Jong, Gavi, Marc Casado and Marc Bernal. Meanwhile, Rafinha is a 28-year-old man at the peak of his physical prowess. Lamine Yamal is 17 years old. Okay, he's soon to be 18, but he's still far too young to be playing that much. If he keeps playing at that rate, then, like Michael Owen or Ansu Fati before him, he could be completely burned out by 25. Done as a top-level performer because the accumulation of minutes just wrecked his body in some horrendous way. Lamine Yamal needs to be rested, rotated, protected, even from himself, as I'm sure if you asked him he'd constantly say he was fine to play, as he did against Red Star Belgrade this season when he carried on playing after taking a knock and then missed time through injury. Obviously Nico Williams could certainly provide that, but given the rumors about Rafinha taking up a central role, it seems like the Basque winger will be a starter. And while there is Dani Rodriguez at the club, another 19-year-old winger this time from La Masia, he is prone to injury, as seen last season. On debut he dislocated his shoulder trying to hold a defender off. This after a season disrupted by hamstring trouble. No, Dani Rodriguez is unlikely to be a factor for a couple years until his body stops breaking every few seconds. This is a young talent coming off a bad injury, he wouldn't be able to handle a full load of games anyway. But 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there? Instead of leaving Lamine Yamal on at the end of games because whenever he goes off Barcelona loses their main dynamic dribbler in tight spaces, you could get the teenager some rest and give that role to Rooney. It's a role he knows how to play. Rooney has a stocky, powerful frame and is able to ride through contact. He packs a mean left-footed shot, can dribble through pressure and has an eye for a neat flick or first-time pass. He's obviously a raw prospect, far more so than the younger Lamine Yamal, but he has that same kind of spark that makes Lamine Yamal light up the game. That spark makes him unpredictable and dangerous to opponents, which is the key quality Lamine Yamal brings and why he is so omnipresent to his own physical detriment. Rooney Bargi's €2 million fee and low wages mean Barcelona don't have to stress too much about finding him significant minutes. This is the definition of a low-risk deal. HANSI FLICK can just keep Rooney on hand to bring on for Lamine Yamal, maybe just for 10 to 20 minutes in games where they're winning, but add up all those 20-minute cameos as the season wears on and you start seeing significant gains. Not to mention the potential to just straight rest Lamine Yamal for certain games, not even have to bring him on. Whether that's Rooney Bargi starting or him coming off the bench for Nico Williams, he provides depth. And that depth is going to be what allows HANSI FLICK to give Lamine Yamal more rest, and that additional rest is going to be what prolongs Lamine Yamal's career. Paris Saint-Germain are closely watching Ibrahima Konate's situation at Liverpool, but they're not alone. Real Madrid have also entered the race for the highly rated centre-back. With the summer transfer window approaching, interest around Konate is starting to grow rapidly. Although Konate is under contract at Anfield until 2026, that hasn't stopped top European clubs from making moves behind the scenes. PSG in particular are preparing for life without Milan Skriniar, who is currently on loan at Fenerbahce and likely to leave permanently. This isn't new interest either. PSG were first linked with Konate as far back as February, according to reports from Anfield Watch. The French defender, born in Paris, is now seen as a potential key addition to bolster their backline going forward. Through Paris FC's youth system before breaking out at RB Leipzig, Konate is seen as a potential long-term piece for the backline, and one of PSG's top targets this summer. Is PSG Real Madrid target willing to leave Liverpool? Foot Mercado reported on Thursday that Ibrahima Konate has been offered to Real Madrid, PSG, Barcelona, and other top clubs with a view toward 2026. Contract talks with Liverpool have reportedly stalled, and the French centre-back is open to a new challenge. While several teams are monitoring the situation, Konate is said to prefer a move to Real Madrid. A recent report from Sports Zone suggests there's no major change in Ibrahima Konate's situation for now, but PSG believe time is on their side. The club remains patient as it closely monitors the Liverpool defender's status. PSG's long-term vision includes forming a top-level defensive trio of Willian Pacho, Ilya Zabarnyi and Konate. They're in no rush and are willing to wait another year for that plan to come together. What a dramatic turn of events in the transfer world. Barcelona's latest signing could be the missing piece to secure Yamal's future, while Real Madrid's growing influence in the market continues to deal major blows to rivals like Liverpool and PSG. As always, things are moving fast, so make sure you like, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe for all the latest updates from the football world. The summer window is just getting started.